Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Lauren Sizzle, and I got the entertainment news for you. Yes, I'm gonna let you know what's sizzling. Okay, so I watched the Jay-Z interview, the one where he's on the Van Jones show on CNN. And as they kind of broke the interview down into different pieces, you might see a video here, a video there on YouTube. But I had sat down and I watched this particular part where, basically Jay-Z kind of opens up on why he fought for his marriage. So we're going to kind of break the video down just a little bit. So I'll be kind of skipping around a little bit. But, this is a sizzle. So this is kind of entertainment news-ish. But, I wanted to kind of incorporate some love and relationships. So this is entertainment news / love and relationships sizzle. So yeah, it's a lot going on right here. Yeah, so we're gonna start right here where Jay-Z basically he's responding to the question from Van Jones about why he decided to fight for his marriage.
Well, it's my soulmate, it's the person I love, and you can be in love with someone. You can love someone and and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications. Period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, to break that cycle. For black men and women, just to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
That's beautiful.
Like real people.
Yeah.
So, Jay-Z says a lot in this chunk right here. So basically he's kind of saying that, Beyonce is his soulmate. So, he loves her. Which is, it's an awesome thing to, number one, find a soulmate, and number two, I guess, of course, like if you do find a soulmate, you wouldn't naturally love them or whatever, but he said that he chose to fight it out for the family and to give them a different outcome. I guess in certain communities you may have where the divorce rate is higher, or maybe some minorities or the African American community. I'm not 100% accurate as far as statistics. I don't have the information right now, but sometimes you do have it where there's a lot of single parent homes that exist in certain communities. So that's a challenge right there. So him staying in this relationship, this marriage to Beyonce, you want to give your children and your family a different outcome. It's not easy as to be a single parent raising children on your own. It's definitely very difficult. Unfortunately, in some cases it does happen. And it could be an instance where if you're in a situation, abuse is never okay. Let me just say that. Abuse is never okay. But if you're in a situation where, you're in a marriage and you're trying to make it work, but you have all these other issues that are keeping you, that, you want to stay, but you probably shouldn't because, physical abuse, verbal abuse, sometimes infidelities is hard to overcome when you have other issues such as that kind of added into the mix. He also said, and I would agree to an extent, fight for your family if it's worth it. If do you see yourself, because eventually the children will be older. They'll be older and they'll go off to college and they'll live their lives, but will it be worth it to you? Are you gonna some people value their happiness over a lot of things, and some people don't. That's something that you have to definitely take into consideration. And because I've heard stories before where this friend of mine was saying that he watched his parents live together. They lived together all his life, but he didn't pretty much pay it any mind that um, that they weren't sleeping in the same room or something like that, or but as he got older, he didn't understand it, and he had issues in his life dealing with relationships and stuff like that. So that's something else that people have to consider too. But if that's something that it's worth it to you to stick in there, hang in there, just hang in there. And he also mentioned too that we're human beings. We're not just like celebrities. We're human beings. So you have to sometimes put your statuses to the side. Okay, you can't say, hey, I'm such and such, and that part you have to put to the side, and you have to acknowledge and realize that you're a human being. You have to address those issues, as Jay-Z mentioned also too. So that's very important. It's like if you don't address certain issues, you just kind of let it ride, and you don't speak about it, you don't discuss it, you don't try to get past it or work through it, it's always going to be an issue. It's always going to be an issue. Okay, so then the next thing that Jay-Z mentions is that he's asked what advice he has for other men, I guess basically other men that are in the same kind of situation that he's in. So he says,
it's easy. I mean, somebody like that.
The best apology is change behavior, right? But change behavior, one, and then also you have to acknowledge. You have to acknowledge the pain. You have to let that person have their say. You have to get on the floor, get on the mattress, and you have to really work through it and really be honest. And no matter how many times, it takes a while. It's hard. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to hear. It's difficult to say. It's difficult to to listen to that sort of pain. And you just have to be strong enough. You have to be strong enough to go through that, because on the other side is beautiful. In our case,
So, that's some awesome advice. It's some awesome advice to men, who have cheated. You have to change your behavior, and I totally agree with Jay-Z. You have to change your behavior. You can't continue and doing whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? Like if your woman has forgiven you and she's forgiven your infidelities, she's trying to work through them and get past. Don't make the statement once a cheater, always a cheater true. Don't bring any truth to that. Change your behavior. Like if you were partying and going out and hanging out with your friends all the time, that has to stop. You have to it's like you're starting from scratch, building that trust in those, that your woman or your significant other, having faith in you. You have to basically start all over, and don't take it lightly that, she's forgiving you and she's giving you a chance. Don't take that lightly, because, a lot of men, I can speak from experience, a lot of men have, you forgive them, and then they keep doing the same thing. She'll take me back. So, I'll keep on doing whatever I'm doing. She's not going anywhere. She'll take me back. But, you never know. Eventually, you may have kids and you may have ties together, but eventually enough will be enough. And that woman or that significant other may just be, hey, I'm out. I'm not going to continue to deal with this. And that may be it. So it's not easy. It's not easy starting all over and trying to come back from, an infidelity or infidelities. It's not easy. You have to take it slow. You have to give that person time to heal and just to begin to trust you again. And it takes time. It takes time. So the next part that he kind of, after he's asked, what if the shoe was on the other foot? And I kind of liked his response But listen, here it goes.
Giving of her as she was of you.
I hope. Again, because I love her the same way. No matter what side, I love her the same way. I pray that I will, because her strength and her, you know, man, this is the strongest woman I know. Like, her and my mother, they battling for one.
So, Van Jones of CNN, he's saying on the Van Jones show, he's asking Jay-Z, like, what if the shoe was on the other foot? Would you be as forgiving if she was the one, if the transgressions were on her? Would you be as forgiving? And, you heard Jay-Z's comment. And, I had my other thought on, like, basically what I thought that, a man would... Let me just cut to the chase, okay? Men, you can't handle it. You can't handle it. And I mean, I'm not gonna say all men. Some men, you might be able to handle it. You might be able to take it on the chin, or just kind of chalk it up that your girl ran out and cheated on you, or you might be able to. But for the most part, men, you can't accept a woman. It's more difficult for you to accept a woman back after she's cheated on you than it is for a woman to accept a man back, especially in some cases to where there is a child involved. Now, women, we might, your man went out and cheated, or say, even give the scenario that you guys were separated during that time, and he went out and cheated. You were separated for 2 weeks, and he went out and cheated, and he got somebody else pregnant, or you were together and he got somebody else pregnant. We can kind of get over that. You know what I mean? We're pretty, a lot of us are pretty resilient to where we kind of bounce back from that. We can even accept the child, but a man accepting a woman's child that is a child of another man, I don't know. That's a challenge right there. I haven't really heard of too many men, although I have seen Mari a couple times, and I did see some, stand-up guys that basically took the woman back after they found out that wasn't their child. But I would have to disagree with Jay-Z on that one. It's a lot of men that they just have a difficult time taking back a woman after she's cheated on him. But so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little entertainment news / love and relationship sizzle. So if you want to keep hearing more of this, make sure you hit me up at Lauren_Sizzle for more of the sizzle, and visit at We Talk Weekly, and on all social media platforms at We Talk Weekly, and you can follow us. I got my boy Charles Gregory, celebrity stylist Charles Gregory. He's always holding me down. He's always holding We Talk Weekly down. So make sure you check us out. Check us out every Tuesday on WPPM 106.5 FM if you're in Philly, or you can find it on the TuneIn app. And make sure you tune in to Comcast channel 66, 966, or Verizon 2930 to catch the show We Talk Weekly. And it's your girl Lauren Sizzle, and I'll see you. I'm out.